Hey Tyler, last year when you were a lot of talk about being a goal sweeper, so to speak. Is that where are we now with that? Is that was kind of the word, if you will, last year?
Yeah, I would say that that was a big part of Wayne's philosophy and in the way that he wanted me to play, and I embraced it. I enjoyed it. The way that we play now, it doesn't really constitute for me to play in that fashion and be as aggressive. There's still obviously opportunities where I get balls over the top that I can come out and clear and help out the defense, and I'm going to continue to do that. But every game situation is different, and you really have to play uh, kind of the style that suits the game.
What are some of you had the observation where you're watching from the sideline the team, and now you've been on the field. As you look at where this team is and what it's trying to accomplish, what are some of your observations?
You always get a different vantage point when you are able to sit back and watch games. It's not something I enjoy doing. Obviously, I enjoy being out there and playing and being a part of it, and believe that I can make an impact and help the team. But the way the team has been, uh, you know, coming together right now with everything we've been dealing with. It's challenging. It's a challenging moment, but I think it's also a huge opportunity for a lot of players that can step up and make a big impact and really help shape the way our season is going to go. When I was a young player, all I ever wanted was an opportunity, and now we have young players and guys that maybe haven't been getting a majority of minutes that are asked to play a huge role in the game, especially on Saturday. And so it's a massive opportunity, I think, that guys need to look at and take advantage of.
You mentioned a challenging time. Is that part of the? We've been out of training, and the vibe seems good. This seems like a group that likes being around each other, and is part of that youthful energy that's always there, where the next 90 minutes is the most important 90 minutes.
Exactly, and I think you said it best that it is all about the next game, the next play, and making those opportunities and those moments count. And so we do have a great team, a great locker room chemistry, which that goes a long way. And look, we have 14 matches left. There's a lot to play for still. We're 2 points behind the playoff line, and so there's still so much to gain from this season. And in my first year with Seattle, I think we were near the bottom of the table come July. So even later than we are right now. And, we turned it around. We made the playoffs and we won the MLS Cup. So there's still so much that is on the table for us to play for. It's about making the opportunities count and building some momentum of not just one game, but back-to-back games. But obviously it has to start with what's right in front of us, and that's the Red Bulls on the weekend.
We'll go to Bruce Murray.
Sorry, Tyler. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. I love what you say about Seattle and that story, and everyone knows what happened there. And there's 42 points to play for.
Yeah.
And it really takes the vets in the locker room, to keep everyone understanding that we could be right in the thick of it. How do you get that message across? You guys talk about it all the time with young players, things like that.
Yeah, I think it does come in part from the veteran group really pulling the team together. And we have a lot of guys in our team that have played in different countries, different teams, and collectively been through hardships and difficult moments of their respective careers, but then the respective seasons. In no singular season is it ever going to be a straight path where you're winning every single game and everything is smooth and you're not dealing with injuries or setbacks or difficult spells. But it takes a collective effort to get out of that. It takes a whole team. It takes guys committing to what we're doing as a full organization. And that is what is going to lead us out of this. And it's not going to come from individual brilliance or individual play. It's a full 11 guys that are on the field that can make an impact, and then anybody that comes on has to make an impact as well. But it's a tough moment for right now, but like we said, there's still so much to play for, and it's something that I think that our group has the capability of digging ourselves out of.
Great, thank you, Tyler.
Yeah.
We'll go to Dennis Gomez.
For being with us. This is the Atlantic Cup coming up. Lots at home, first time this season, and I just wanted to ask you, what do you believe are the key aspects for this team to be able to accomplish a positive result this weekend?
I'm sorry, Dennis, your kind of question, you cut out a little bit.
Sorry about that. I was just saying, an Atlantic Cup, a derby between DC and New York. What are your thoughts on the key aspects to accomplish a positive result this weekend?
Well, it comes, I think, one, understanding the rivalry and the intensity. This is our rival. This is who, our fans, they look for us to put a good performance in, whether it's home or away. And, this is something that as players, you don't need any extra motivation. It's already there. It's already ingrained in the history of this Atlantic Cup rivalry. And so for us to go there and be disciplined, be patient, but it comes down to a lot of intensity, a lot of fight, and making big plays in big moments. And that's what's going to dictate the way the game goes, is who can make the biggest plays in the most important moments, and that will ultimately give us the best chance of winning.
And just the last one, how do you feel physically after coming back from the injury? And
Yeah, I feel great. My rehab went so smooth. A lot of people didn't even realize I was injured. I didn't publicize that much about it, and so people didn't cover it that much. And they predicted I would get back in 9 to 12 months, and I was able to get back in 7.5. And so everything went as smoothly as possible. I had one of the best surgeons in the country working on my shoulder, and so I was really happy with the results that came from that. But then also the PTs that I was able to work through the course of those 7 months. They did a phenomenal job in getting me the right way. I worked with a baseball PT because they have a lot of experience in shoulder rehabs. And then, we obviously hired a great PT here this season, and so who also has experience in baseball as well. And so for me, I feel fantastic. I have no issues with the shoulder, and I'm really pleased with how I'm feeling physically.
Thank you, Tyler. Best of luck.
Thank you.
We'll take one last one from Byron Kerr.
Hey, Tyler, thank you so much for your time. How important is the defense in front of you and their potential to score goals, even from the back? We saw McVay get one early in the season. And also your thoughts on getting Matai Akinemboni some playing time as well, and what kind of skills he brings to the pitch.
I think anytime that the defense can score a goal, that's obviously a bonus. That's not your main job when you're out there. That comes from set pieces, and it's something that isn't always asked of you, but is a huge boost to the team when we can get something off a set piece or whoever it comes. And to your second question, to get young guys important minutes where they can build experience, and that's the best way to learn. For myself, when I was younger, I had to go to second teams and play for Seattle too, and then I got the Open Cup matches, and then the rare occasion that Stefan Fry would have to miss a match, I got the opportunity to play. But there's nothing that can replicate playing at the MLS level and the mental focus, the physical demands of the game, and everything that it takes to be successful. And so for Matai and all the younger players that are getting those valuable minutes right now, it's massive for them, and it's only going to help build the foundation of this club moving forward, to have young guys with a lot of minutes under their belt.
And I know you don't want to be in the situation you are right now, but you guys got a huge win at Atlanta earlier in the season. And can you talk about them, mentality of the team going into an away game, and how you kind of go through the shock the world kind of attitude, like, let's not worry about what happened yesterday. Let's go out and surprise everybody today. Does that help your mental aspect when you get ready for these matches?
I think the mental aspect of playing away is important to recognize that we have to dictate and control the pace of the game. There's a lot of different elements that go into it when you're playing away versus you're playing at home, and so it's not about shocking the world. I think for us, it's more about just the self-belief that we have in our own team and the confidence that we can go anywhere in this league and put in a strong performance, and ultimately that will give us the best chance of a result. We don't know what's going to happen on the weekend. Nobody ever does. That's why we love the sport. That's why we love soccer, because it's unpredictable. So it just comes down to our preparation, which I know our team is prepared. We're ready to go to Red Bulls and fight and give everything that we can for this club. And the result will be what it will be.